Hello, hello! Today we're going to review the new Wizard Base and Wizard Base High. I do not personally have the skates. I've seen them in person. You might have seen my unboxing video that I did in Slicks. You might have also seen this video here where my friends Jaro and Kallista were skating the skates for me in London. Since I don't have the skates myself, I got these two to review it for me. So I asked them some questions about how they feel about the skate. Let's see what they think. You just okay, so as we know, the Wizard Base and Wizard Base High are the new skates from Wizard. They are designed specifically to be used with the Wizard frames. You've got the Wizard Base High to be used with the Wizard Advanced frames, and you have the Wizard Base to be used with the Wizard PR and NR models. Kallista went for the Wizard Base and she's been skating them on the PRs. I think she's also tried them on the NR a few times. And we have Jaro with the Advanced frames, so he went for the Wizard Base High. The Wizard Base High comes up a little bit taller, the Wizard Base a little bit lower, otherwise they're pretty much the same. Obviously I've already covered a lot of this in the unboxing video, so if you want to see that, click the link. But today let's just dive deep to see what Jaro and Kallista both think of the skates themselves. I asked them both some questions, asked them both the same questions. Let's start with the first question. It was, do you like the Wizard Base? Are you enjoying your new skates and what's your favourite aspect of them? Jaro responded, yes, they are amazing. My favourite thing about them is that the carbon material is so responsive that it makes all the tricks on the floor much easier. Also, they are more comfortable than my previous UFRs. The heel lock is much better too. So Jaro used to skate the UFR from FR. It's an aggressive skate, it's plastic, it's got a removable liner. Pretty good skate. I like that skate myself personally, but like what Jaro's saying here, for Wizard skating you probably want a carbon shell to lock you in nice and tight. That is what the Wizard Base is offering you. It's a nice responsive carbon shell. Your foot's not going to move around inside very much and it's going to make those Wizard moves way more easier. I asked Jaro, is there anything you do not like about the skate? And he said the only thing he could think of was the FR 45-degree strap that comes over the top of the foot. It's a little bit noisy and rattly. That has been known in a couple of previous models. Whenever that buckle's been used, it can be a little bit noisy when you skate around. Not ideal for an expensive skate. The buckle is actually pretty good. It's not like it's going to fall off or get damaged. It's quite strong, but it does rattle a little bit when you skate. It's not always the case. On some models of the FR skates, that strap seems to be fine. I guess you just need to get lucky. I'm not too sure on that one, but yeah, I have noticed in the shop that that buckle can make a little rattling sound sometimes, so that would be the only thing that Jaro says he doesn't like about the skate so far. I asked, do you think the skate will push the sport of Wizard skating to new levels? Jaro responded, yes, I have skated them now for 3 proper sessions and I can already tell that my learning progress is much faster than with the previous boot. So because it's carbon, because of the shape of the skate, because of the shape of the cuff, the liner, everything put together to work well with the frames, in Jaro's experience, the skate is helping him progress with his Wizard skating much faster. Now that leads me on to the last question, are they worth the price? Jaro responded, yes, definitely worth the price for me, but I think a lot of skaters can't afford them because they are too expensive, and that makes them harder to buy. So yes, what we're talking about here is, are they worth it? If you're someone like Jaro and you're going to be skating every day, progressing on your Wizard skating, and it's something you really want to push, Jaro is an instructor as well, he's teaching Wizard skating classes. Is the skate going to be worth it for someone like him? Of course. It's a high price, it's about £800. Are you going to spend that money if you're just trying Wizard skating? Probably not. Would you benefit from it? Of course, you're going to learn Wizard skating way faster, but is it worth it? I'm not sure. For someone like Jaro, I think it is. If you're really wanting to push the sport and push yourself to learn new tricks, to evolve the sport into new levels, if that's your goal, then yes, they probably are worth it. Let's just quickly move on to Kallista's answers. I asked her the same questions. Are you enjoying your new skates, and what is the favourite aspect of the new Wizard base? Kallista answered, yes, they are a complete game changer. I was struggling with the UFS boots for Wizard because they either did not provide enough ankle support or did not fit my small feet, but these are perfect. My favourite aspect is that the Wizard base and Wizard frames seem to unite together as one. With other boots, it often felt like the frames were wearing the boot, i.e. a lot more effort was required to perform easy tricks. For example, I needed to bend my knees more for gazelles or compensating for heel presses. The skates are much more responsive now, especially with the carbon shell. The liner is also fit for purpose, although thinner. It is harder and therefore more sensitive to any movements. I personally know throughout the year Kallista's had problems when it comes to fitting skates. She's tried a few different UFS aggressive skates to try and enjoy her Wizard skating, and she was never really happy with the skate she had chosen. As soon as she got the Wizard skate, I was asking her how do these feel, and she was very impressed straight away. She said the skate fit her feet perfectly, and I can imagine that's such a relief for someone in her position with the little small feet. With the size being better for her, it's only going to be more responsive. She's going to be able to perform her moves much more easily, and everything's just going to improve from there. Is there anything you do not like about the skates, Kallista? She responded, at first I was worried about the lack of sliders, but it doesn't seem to be a problem. In fact, it makes the skate look much more sleek and sophisticated. The only issue is that the buckle can pop open after sitting, but that's basically a non-issue. So maybe if she's sitting down and she crosses her legs over, she might accidentally push the button on the top buckle or the strap, and that's going to release the buckle a little bit. But again, that's something that you can easily fix. It's not a major issue there. And she also mentioned that the heel sits lower than most people are used to, but this helps with responsiveness. So again, not really any complaints there, just that button on the buckle. So that's 2 mentions of the buckle being a problem there. No mentions of anything to do with the skate, so this is good news. If you're spending £800 on a skate, you really want it to be perfect, and so far so good. Both Jaro and Kallista have no complaints about the skate itself, just the buckle, which can even be replaced, so this is great news. Next question, do you think the skate will push the sport of Wizard skating to new levels? Kallista's answer, yes. I believe that it will not only bring back skaters who were deterred by the lack of a good boot to control the Wizard frames, but also allow Wizard skaters to explore more moves now that the skate is more responsive. I personally have realised that I can execute more moves than previous setups have allowed, although this may be correlated with individual progress. So yes, very similar to Jaro's response, she has been able to perform moves that she wouldn't have been able to do as easily on her normal plastic boots. The Wizard skate being carbon, being super responsive, is just allowing her to get those challenging tricks a little bit easier, and that's going to allow her to be able to push and maybe do some tricks that have never been done before or that she's never done herself. That seems to be the whole reason for this skate being created, just to help push the boundaries of Wizard skating itself. It's amazing to see that this has happened, as Wizard skating is becoming huge, and it's a new aspect of skating. It's fairly new. I think the Wizard company came around in 2012, but Wizard skating has just became popular in the last maybe 5 or 6 years. It's really boomed, and at the moment it's absolutely huge. Everyone's buying Wizard or similar frames to do all these little swivel movements, and it's really interesting to see a new side of rollerblading. So Kallista, are they worth the price? Yes, for a person with small feet, other UFS boots, and I've tried 4 others, have not satisfied my needs. If this boot were lost or broke, let's hope it never does, I would not hesitate to buy it again. So there you go, Kallista is very happy with the price. A very similar position, she's someone who's Wizard skating all the time. She does actually perform classes abroad, so look out for her at certain events all over Europe where she'll be teaching Wizard techniques. If you're someone in her position, then again, you do not need to hesitate. You can go ahead and spend £800 on these skates and know that it will be a worthwhile investment. I also asked Kallista how long the skate took to break in. She was a bit worried that the skate would be difficult to break in, so she wore them at home a few times before bringing them out for a skate, At home, because of how close my toes were to the liner and because of how my feet felt numb after sitting in them for an hour, I thought that a lot of breaking in would be required. However, I was wrong. Upon skating it, I was able to do so for 4 hours straight away without any pains. So in total, I would say it took about 1 to 2 weeks for the skate to feel comfortable. She is normally a 37.5 EU foot size and she sized down to a 37 and she says that was perfect. So there you go, the Wizard Base and the Wizard Base High. Is it worth it? Well, there we have 2 experienced Wizard skaters' opinions on that. Click the links below to see the video you can see playing here of Jaro and Kallista skating the skates in London, or you can check out the unboxing video which will also be in the link below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Nice! Another video done. Bye.